Hey guys, how's it going? It's Andrew Stoll with Stoll Real Estate. We are back to talk about closing costs for home buyers. And what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to go over some of the more common and major closing costs. And then in the description below, I'm going to put an estimation of value for how much those cost. So that'll be a little easier for you to kind of view in the description. But generally speaking, closing costs for a home buyer are 2 to 5% of the purchase price. Now you can narrow that down to about 3 to 4%, but 2 to 5% in Illinois is a good range of value. So at least you can do one thing. Whenever you're looking at buying a house, you can take what you expect your purchase price to be, multiply that by 2 to 5%, and that's what you can expect to be paying for closing costs to buy the house. So without further ado, let's get into some of the more common and larger closing cost items. So the first one I want to go over is one of the most common, and that's an appraisal fee. This is a fee that your lender will order. So they'll hire a third-party appraiser to do an appraisal on the home to make sure that the home is worth what you're paying for. Now, this fee generally ranges from about $350 to $500, but it depends on the size of the home, the area, the location, things like that. Another common one you're going to hear is home inspection. Now, all of our buyers that we work with, we always strongly recommend that they have a home inspection done. When you hire a home inspector, they're going to inspect the entire house. And I think inspectors have something like a 500-point list that they're looking for to give you an idea of the condition of the home. And if anything comes up on that home inspection report that you have a concern with, you'll be able to bring that up with your realtor and your attorney and make any requests, or even at times cancel a contract if you feel that is necessary. A home inspection fee, again, it depends on the size of the home and the location, but those generally run from, again, $350 to $600. So the next one is less common just in general discussion about houses, but that is title related costs. Now, a title insurance policy ensures that your loan and your deed and your title for the house are insured so that if there's any outstanding liens that come up, or if something is discovered that's a blemish on the title or the deed's history, you will be covered for any of those errors or omissions from past filings. Another fee that's charged by the title company is the closing or the escrow fee. And these fees typically start at around $1,700. And these are fees that go into managing the closing, overseeing everything, making sure that everything is in order and that all parties have documentation, money has been deposited and provided, and everything just to make sure that the transaction goes smoothly. Now, before I get into lender fees, there's one more fee I want to talk about, and that is an attorney fee. So here in Illinois, it is not required that a buyer or seller has an attorney to represent them. However, for the cost of an attorney, it would be silly to not have one. So attorney fees can range anywhere from, you could get a super cheap attorney in the couple of hundreds of dollars, but any good reputable attorney is going to be right in that $450 to kind of $700 range. In my opinion, I'm a full-time real estate agent. I've been doing this for 11 years, and I still use an attorney for every single transaction that I do personally. So an attorney fee, they will guide you through all the legal aspects of the contract. They will give you advice. To be honest, it's super invaluable. So I strongly suggest that, but that is a fee that I would encourage you to incur. All right, let's get into some of the lender fees. I'm not a lender or a loan officer by any means, but I've been doing this long enough where I can speak generally on some of these things. And some of the lender fees that you're going to incur, especially at the beginning, are going to be an application fee. These are about $500. They're going to charge you to run a credit report. Makes sense. So you're going to pay the credit report fee, $50, $75. And then you're going to have a loan origination fee. And these typically range between 0.5% and 1%. And the loan origination fee is to cover the general processing and initiating of the loan. There's an optional fee called discount points that a buyer can pay a lender to buy down the rate. These typically equal 1% of the loan. So if you're getting a $400,000 loan, a discount point, a full discount point might be $4,000. And oftentimes getting discount points up front will help you save money in the long run by being able to buy down the interest rate. One of the final charges in the loan processing format is the underwriting fee. And the underwriting fee is a fee that the lender charges to make sure that everything checks out, all the information is accurate, and that that everything is ready for closing. By the time an underwriter gets your file and they approve your file, you're typically clear to close, and that's one of the last steps before you can close. Essentially, it's one last review of your application and your finances. Now, the underwriting fee usually ranges from about $750 to $1,000. And again, it just depends on the lender, but that's a good range. Lastly, on the lender side of things, there are loan-specific fees as well. So if you're getting an FHA loan or a VA loan, or any type of government loan, there are typically additional fees. There's something called PMI, which is private mortgage insurance. For a VA loan, there's something called a funding fee. So there may be there may be fees specific to your loan type, and that's something that your loan officer will go over with you. So in my opinion, those are the main and most common fees associated with buying a house and that comprise your closing costs. There's a bunch of other smaller fees and less known fees, transfer taxes. I mean, there's county, state, municipality transfer taxes. There's homeowners insurance, that can vary depending on the size of the house, the value of the home. That's not necessarily a small fee, but that is a recurring fee. But up front, that's one of those fees that's kind of built into your escrow along with taxes. So again, those are the fees that are most common or the highest priced items for buyers when buying a house. There are going to be other fees on your closing statements, but those, and they do add up, like there's $50 here, $100 there, $185 there. Those will add up, but overall speaking, you can expect 2 to 5% of the purchase price for your closing costs, and a more specific number would be 3 to 4%. If there's any questions that you have specifically about anything I did not mention, this video isn't designed to cover every single little thing, but if there is something specific, please drop it in the comments below, and I will be happy to answer that for you. As always, I appreciate you stopping by, watching the video. I hope you found some value in this. I make videos like this every once in a while, and I love sharing information about my experiences in the industry, the real estate industry, with you guys. So if there's a specific topic you'd like a video on, please let me know, message me directly, or drop it in the comments below. And I hope to see you for the next video. I'll talk with you guys soon. I just want to say thanks for stopping by. If you enjoyed this video, if you appreciate the content, feel free to like it, share it, and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you on board. And I will see you for the next video. Take care.